Lazard does best where deep content meets deep relationships. And so it's all about being rigorous in our thinking. So, for example, I have a discussion on healthcare, and we'll have MDs and PhDs who know the science behind many of the products for the companies that we're dealing with at a deeper level. And that's what makes the place so fascinating. And that's why I was attracted to come to Lazard. That's what we try to instill in our bankers at Lazard is if you're in a boardroom or you're in a meeting with the CEO, say what you actually think. And again, have done your homework. You can't be lazy with that, but say what you think because that's where your value is the highest.
Even if it costs you business?
Even if it costs you business, because in the long run, it won't cost you business. If you have that reputation for saying what you think, again, having done your homework, that's an important part of it.
Yeah.
That's the most valuable type of advisor. I think every business has to be looking at what it's doing and at least thinking through how would we do things differently if we were a startup today, knowing that these AI tools exist. One of my favorite books over the past year or two was by Andrew McAfee from MIT called The Geek Way. I don't love the geek part, but the point is it's talking about leadership that's not bureaucratic, top-down, but instead distributed, empirical, willing to experiment and adjust to facts, and is even more important in an AI-infused world than in the world of 30 or 40 years ago.
Yep.
So there's definitely a pathway forward here for companies, as long as you're willing to innovate, as long as you're willing to incorporate the new technologies and to think a little bit like you're new on the block. The reason that we're 177 years old is we've been able to reinvent ourselves, staying true to some core values and core attributes, but to reinvent what we're doing, that's the only reason we've survived so long.